Hi, and welcome to BremSter Puzzles, and back to the Sliced Sudoku Puzzle Pack. Now, this will be the last puzzle that you see. It's also the last puzzle I'm recording because this is the hardest puzzle in the pack. Every tester has said so, including me. I have solved this puzzle before. So a couple of months ago, I sat down and did a session with Full Deck where the two of us solved this puzzle. And while I do remember some of that solve and some of the things we found, because this puzzle is so hard, in order to present it well, I wanted to have some idea of what I was looking for, because otherwise I think I could have got lost in the weeds on this one. Full Deck and I think took about 75 minutes to solve this puzzle, and we really enjoyed it, but it did take two of us exploring different things and looking for different things at the same time in order to solve it in that time. And I don't want to do that to you. So, yeah. So this is Bread and Pie by Myxo, and this is a chaos construction puzzle, and it's got some beautiful tricks to it, but I found this one brutal, but I'm not very good at chaos construction, which doesn't help. People who are really good at chaos construction may find this one a little bit easier. But of course, there'll be a link below to this puzzle as well as to the entire pack. Now, before I get into this, if I get really stuck, I may end up, Myxo did provide a solve guide for this one. If I do get really stuck, I may end up stopping my recording and then going and checking the solve guide to get a hint and then coming back, because I would prefer to show you a clean solve rather than spend too much time getting lost. So that may happen. We will see. So let's have a look at the rules. First of all, chaos construction. So what we need to do is we need to divide the grid into regions of 9 orthogonally connected cells each that 9 connected cells each that such that every cell is part of exactly one region. So for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That might be a region. And then this might be a region 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That might be a region. All of these are orthogonally connected because they share an edge. Basically, you could cut them from a single piece of paper and they would be one solid piece of paper. We then need to place the digits 1 to 9 in each of these regions, as well as 1 to 9 in every row, column, and region. But we don't know where the regions are. We need to discover where these regions are. So, and we will make 9 of these regions because we need put the digits 1 to 9 once in every row, column, and region. There's 9 rows, there's 9 columns, so we need 9 regions. So chaos construction, we do not know where the regions are. We need to figure that out. Okay. Sandwich. The brown clues, which are the small brown clues, to the left and above the grid, are sandwich clues, and they indicate the sum of the digits between the 1 and the 9 in that row or column. So in this column, between the 1 and the 9, we will have digits summing to 16. In this row, between the 1 and the 9, we will have digits summing to 15. That's, okay. Then in rows and columns that have a sandwich clue, all of the digits between the 1 and the 9 must be in the same region, and the 1 and the 9 must not belong to that region. So for example, if this was the 14 clue, or this was the 14 clue, then, and this was the 1, 9, this would be a different region. These would have to be in different regions to the yellow region, because we could not have, that's just the rule. So these must all be in the same region. If this was the 14 sum, this is a 1 or a 9, this is a 1 or a 9, and they cannot be in the same region as yellow. Pie. All of the regions that do not touch the edge of the grid are pie filling. So any region that doesn't touch the edge of the grid at all, but the edge of the grid being these cells, are pie filling regions. Black clues below the grid indicate the sum of the digits within pie filling in that column. So in this column, we have pie filling cells that sum to 17. So there must be some combination of cells of cells in this column, subbing to 17, that are in a region that don't touch the edge of the grid. Interesting concept, and I love the concept of by filling, because it's filling because it can't touch the edge of the grid. I love that concept. I'm going to restart this puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So, can I remember where to start? So, the first thing I think that is important is this cannot be a 1 or a 9. So if this was a 1 or a 9, then this would be part of a sandwich fill, and this would be part of a sandwich fill. And that would mean, because this was a 1 or a 9 and this was part of a sandwich, this would be in a different region and this would be in a different region. So if this was let's call it an orange region, this would now need to be part of a different region for the 14. This would need to be part of a different region for the 12, and this would be isolated. So you can never put 1 or 9 in this in a corner, because the 12 will change the region, the 14 will change the region. So this can never be a 1 or a 9. And that logic holds true here as well, because if this was a 1 or a 9, it would need to change here for the 14, change here for the 29, and this would isolate this cell. This can't be a 1 or a 9, because it would need to change here for the 12, change here for the 29, and this would be a single cell region. And this can't be a 1 or a 9, because it would change here for the 29, change here for the 27, and this would be a single cell. So that doesn't work. So there's no 1s or 9s in here. Now, how many cells do you need for 29? Because remember, and I've been through this for most of the videos, an entire row of a Sudoku contains all the digits 1 through 9. They sum to 45. But the sandwich bread, or the sandwich crusts, are the 1 and the 9, and they sum to 30. They sum to 10. Subtract 10 from 45, you're at 35. So the filling of everything, or the ingredients that you can put in your sandwich, are only digits summing to 35. But we need to get to 29, and 29 can only be done, I think, in 5 cells, because 8, 7, 6 is 3. Add 5, you're at 26. You need 5 cells, but we can't use 1 or 9 in here. So these 5 cells must be the 5 cells that make up the 29, and these must be the 1 and 9, because you can never put 1 or 9 in the corners. And that means that I can mark this as an edge and this as an edge. And this is going to be one region, and this is going to be a different region. And I can't make that, I can't make this the same as this region. These can't be the same, because to connect these up, I'd have to do that, and I've trapped in blue. So these are different colors. Now, 27, I think, is also 5. And remember, neither of these can be 1 or 9, because 8, 7, 6, 5 is only 26. So I need at least 5 cells. The closest I can put the 1 or 9 here is, so these are the 5. So these are the 1, 9, and I can draw region boundaries here and here. And now this region in the corner, that this cell is the only way, like if this wasn't yellow, this would be, like if this was a different color than yellow, yellow would have to be all of that, and it doesn't, and that doesn't get out. So this must be yellow for this to get out, and these now must all be yellow. Now, this is a different color. It can't be yellow or anything. It can't be green. So this is yet another color. It can't be blue. That's just too many cells. And it can't be orange. That's too many cells. So this is yet another different color. So now, one thing I might do here is I can turn around and say, this is going to be one type of 1, 9. This is going to be a different type of 1, 9. This is going to be back to a blue 1, 9, and this is going to be a purple 1, 9. I can't use coloring because I'm coloring for the regions, And I can't color my sandwich clues here because I'm coloring for regions, which I always find a bit awkward. But if this is 9, this is 1, and this would be 9, and this would be 1. So these are different, which means this cell can only be from 2 to 8. I don't know how that helps me. But it is true. But I know what the outies in this column are, possibly, because these are 29, I'm at 39, these have to sum to 6, and they can't be 1, 5, so these are 2, 4. And this is 27, 37, so these need to sum to 8, and I can't use 4, 4. So this is 2, this is 6, and this is 4. There, I got my first digits. I celebrate with a sip of coffee. So what I can do now, these are 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am over pencil marking, but I do need to put in blue, I need to put 1, 2, 4, and 9. And the blue 1, 9 can't be in this column because I've already got a blue 1, 9. So blue needs to reach at least this far. And these cells are 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8. And I need to put 1, 2, 6, and 9 into green. And I can't put the purple 1, 9 in this row. So green needs to go at least up as far as row 7. Okay. Now in this column, we have at least 3 cells, because you can do 23 in 3 cells, but because it's not a sandwich sum, it's just digits in the filling. There's at least 3 cells that are in a region that don't touch the edge of the grid. But we must have at least... Green is already in this row. We must have a blue. We must have a yellow, because if we don't have a yellow, yellow would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and blue would be trapped. So there's a green, a yellow, 3 of another region, and a blue. And some, so we've got some leeway. Okay. Now we've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors. So we've only got 4 different colors to play with. And of those 5 different colors, they're all touching the edge of the grid. What happens if this is not purple? If this was a different color, now that works from the perspective of, you know, something like I could do orange like that, and then I could do purple in here and green could come out and everything. There's no problem with that, but I'm wondering about running out of colors, because if I did something like orange like this, and then I had another color here, well, this digit here, this has to be part of a different region. It can't. So before I do this, this is something new. This is absolutely something new, because none of these colors can reach it, but it is a new color because it's 10 cells away from anything. So this is a new color. But if I did this as a new color, and then I need another color in here for the sandwich, because while I could do orange and this, I couldn't put purple as the filling. So I could do another color in here. But this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 colors. And I don't think that would work, because I'd need to do something in this row in order to have a 14 sandwich. But I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 colors. So whatever I did in here would be a 9th color. I could use dark blue, This would be a 9th color in here in order to do the 14 sandwich, because I couldn't make it all red and orange because then I don't have 2 different things for the 14 clue. Now I've got 9 colors and I've got no pie filling. So this must be purple. If this isn't purple, I've got all 9 colors on the border and there's no pie filling color. So I can roll the coloring back and make this purple. And that logic is symmetrical. This must be orange because this must provide the 1, 9 for this 12 clue. If it doesn't provide the 1, 9 for this 12 clue. So the blue 1, 9 is in purple in this column. And the purple 1, 9 for the 14 is in here. So therefore, I can't loop it back in because that would create a new region which is too small. So this has to be purple and this has to be orange. Now, this could be the purple clue here, or this could be the blue 1, 9 here, or it could be further up. I don't know. But we do know for sure this is a different region. So how many do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've only got 3 more regions to play with. And one of them must be the filling in here, and one of them must be the filling in here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got to fill all of these with 1. So the pie filling must be 1 region. And that's the trick, realizing that you cannot fill the pie filling with 1 region. And why can't you do the pie filling with 1 region? Because in here, while you can do 17 with 2, and you can do 23 with 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that is all fine. That would potentially work. So you could make this work from a region size perspective. But let's look at numbers. 17 plus 23 is 40. And you need at least 3 digits to connect those together. So if you did that, the 3 digits to connect them up would sum to no more than 5, because any region can only contain the digits 1 to 9. And if you add those together, you get 45. So there's 2 different regions that do not touch the edge of the grid. Because 17, 23 is 40, and you must have at least 6 connecting them if they were part of the same region. So if they were all 1 region, the center region would have to sum to at least 46, and that is not possible. Therefore, you've got 2 pie filling regions, and you've only got 7 regions around the edge of the grid. But I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I've only got 1 more region in order to fill the entire edge of the grid. But I need sandwich filling here, and I need sandwich filling here. How can I do that? Well, I need at least 2 cells in this column in order to fulfill the 12 sandwich, and I need 2 here in order to fill the 14. Well, I need to keep them fairly close together. If I was to put 2 cells here, let's make this, what color can I use? Let's make this dark blue. If I was to make it here, how could I get 2 cells here? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That could work, except this is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the closest I could do, but this is an 8-cell region. So this can't be that far away. And that logic will be symmetrical. So I cannot include this cell in the sandwich. Can't be done, because the closest I could do would be that, and this region now is too small. So that doesn't work. So can I do it here? Well, yes, I could do that. I can't do here because the logic is symmetrical. I could do here. Now, if I made it any closer than that, So I could do here, and if I did here, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, remember, I need to keep red being possible. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 works for keeping there to be 9 cells in red. That works. Now, what happens if I try and make anything closer? If I try and make it those 2 cells? Well, how do I keep this to a 9-cell region and keep 9 cells in red? Well, I need now 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do the smallest I can, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, there's only 8 cells. There's no way of doing this and getting 9 cells in red, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, blue, in order to get 2 cells, even if I make red look like this, has to do something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Broken. There's no way of doing this. You can explore it as much as you want, but there's no way of doing this in a confined way, except for, because, I mean, you just have to explore it, but you need to be as concise and clear as possible, and that forces that, because every other way that you do blue forces red to grow in a way that means that you can't connect blue very, very cleanly. And that forces blue to be this. And that deduction is kind of mind-blowing, because that is now the complete limit of both red and blue, because we ran out of regions because of the math on the pie filling. That blows my mind. Now, if you look at it, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 regions on the border, which is all of the regions we can have on the border. Now, that means we can connect orange into here, because the only other region that could possibly reach this far is blue. And if we connect blue up to here, then orange is trapped. So these must be orange. Similarly, the only cells that could reach here are purple or green. And if we connect green into here, then we're trapped in purple. So these must be purple. There is a 12 sandwich here. So these are 1 and 9. And we know, I've got to keep switching coloring. This is blue. So this is purple. We know that these for the sandwich are 1 and 9. And we know similarly that this is the purple because of the orange region. And this is the blue. And we know there's a 16 sandwich in this column. So this has to be a 1 or a 9. Because we need to do a 16 sandwich, and it has to start on a region border. So we've only got a limited amount of regions we can use. If this isn't a 1 or a 9, we would need to put the 1 or a 9 down here. Now, if we need at least 2 cells to do a 16, if we didn't start it here, we would need to put the 1s and 9s here. Is that possible? This would have to be blue. This would be purple. Actually, it might be possible. That might be possible. So I don't think I can assume that's a 1, 9 yet. We could potentially put the 1, 9s here. Can we figure out what these are? A 14. We can't use 9, 5. This has to be 8, 6. So how do we do 12? We can't use 9, 3. We can't use 8, 4. This has to be 5, 7. So this cell is now restricted. It can't be 1. It can be 2. It can be 3. It can't be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. This is only 2 or 3. I'm going to remove that pencil mark. Okay. This is a 1, 9, and this is a 15 sandwich. So this is a region border. 15 is done in at least 2. So this is a new region. You may as well use orange because I'm not going to reach up there. This is a 1-9, and this is a sandwich border. So this is a new region. Can it be blue? Well, there's at least, let's go to coloring. Now, I said, let's go to coloring. I clicked a coloring button. Can this be blue? These would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That can't be blue because then orange would be one. If these were blue, to make this a 9-cell region, orange would only be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these can't be blue. So these can't be blue, and this has to be a new color region. 12 can be done in 2, 3, or 4. It can't be done in 5. So 2, 3, or 4. It can't be done in 4 because if it was done in 4, this would have to be a blue 1-9, and it can't be. So grey ends here or here, but I'm not sure which one. $15. You can't do you can't do 15 in 5. So 15 needs to end on a purple 1-9, and it can't be here. So there's a purple 1-9 in one of those two. These can't be the same region, can they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They could, but it would trap these cells in. So these can't be the same region. These are two different regions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's no way to connect them up other than that, and that would make this a smaller region. So does this have to be a 1 or a 9? Because I think I've only got, yeah, if this wasn't a 1 or a 9, I'd need 2 more regions in this column, and I don't think I've got them. Because the only 1-9 I could use down here, if this wasn't a 1 or a 9, do I run into a problem? Because I think I would need a 1-9 here in a region, which would have to be orange. Then I'd need another region in green. The other region could be purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I can't get 2 cells in here in purple. If I put 2 cells here in purple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could do that maybe. Then this could be orange and these could be green. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I then couldn't get green up to this row to get its purple 1-9. So that doesn't work. So this must be a 1 or a 9. Which means this is a... And then there's 2 cells, at least 2 cells. Surely they have to be orange. These couldn't be green. If they can't be purple, it's too far away. If they were grey, this... Yeah, grey and orange are my 2 pie filling regions because they're because orange is a new region. Orange can't be green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 would trap in purple, and this can't be blue because that would trap in orange. So these are new regions. Is there a different color I can use for this? What I might do is change grey to dark green, and then I can use grey for this. And that way I've got different colors for everything. If this can't be purple because it's a different color, it can't be green, that would trap in purple. It can't be this, it would create a new region. So these are my 2 pie filling regions. Dark green must have at least 3 cells in this column for the 23 and at least 2 cells in. So grey must have at least 2 cells in here. Oh, sorry, 2 cells in here. It's already got 1. What can that be? That can't be grey, can it? And this can't be dark green. Purple can't get into it. Green can't get into it. And if this came into it, I'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but I still need 3 cells of dark green in here. So this, it being the other pie filling, means that this must be grey. And this must be grey. This must be grey. Because again, what else could it be? 1, 2... Oh, what must this be? This has to be grey. Surely these must be grey. Because if these aren't grey... If these aren't grey, what colour are they? Because I need another colour here. I can't put the 1 or the 9 in purple because I've got the purple 1, 9. If I ended this with a grey, if I ended this with a grey 1, 9, yeah, the grey must be the filling. It's the only... if I ended this with a grey 1, 9, what would this fill with? I can't fill it with green. I need 3 green over here. I can't fill it with light green because there'd be too many cells. This must fill with grey. These must be grey. Otherwise I run out, which means this must be grey. I now must finish this with green. But I don't know. It could be a blue 1, 9 here or a purple 1, 9 here. But these are grey. The purple 1, 9, however, can't be here. So this is the 1, 9. This is the purple, sorry, this is the purple 1, 9, which finishes that 15 clue, because I'm in the wrong colour again. It's much harder to change the colour on the pen tool. This must be the purple 1, 9, because I can't put a purple 1, 9 there. 16. What region can that be? I don't know. I think I worry that when these must be green for the same reason. They can't be grey. Grey can't get that high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This must be dark green. If grey went up here, that might be possible. Do I know what colour that is? I don't think I do. Where are the purple 1, 9s now? There's a purple 1, 9 in this column somewhere. It's not in any of those. It's not there or there or there. So the purple 1, 9 is in one of those 3. The blue 1, 9 in this column is in one of those 4. I don't know. These sum to 15. I don't know what to do with that. There's a 16 sum down here. Can I do 16 in 2? You can't do 16 in 2. 16 must be at least 3. Oh, that would have sped things up. 16 is at least, yeah, 16 is at least 3. This is a 1, 9. Sorry, I got the math wrong. 16 is at least 3 because 16, you can't do 16 in 2. You can only do 16 in 2 with 7, 9. I got that math wrong. This has to be the 1, 9. And that's going to do everything. Because if I'd gotten the math right, I would have been much better off. Because this is the blue 1, 9. This is the purple 1, 9. does that have to be green now? Is this going to be another 3x3 region? No. If this was a 3x3 region, this can't be purple. So purple can't go that far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9. All of these must be purple because I can't take purple out through that cell. All of those are purple. And that, no, wrong color. That finishes my purple region. So I can finally draw in the outer border. I draw in the outer border when I'm done to delineate I've completed that region. Because I don't want to draw in the outer border of green, because then I'll think, hang on, is green done? Now, what could this be other than green now? If this wasn't green, it can't be grey, it can't be dark green. That's 1, 2, it would trap too much stuff in. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's just no way of doing it. It can't be yellow. Yellow's already got it. And it can't be blue. That'd go too far. This is light green. And light green now has its 1, 9. This isn't grey. So what can it be? Could be dark green, light green, or blue. These sum to 16. These sum to 17. This is an 8-9 pair. And the 1, 9 means that's an 8 and that's a 9. Which means blue is 1, 9, because of the 8, 9 pair looking up. Meaning blue is 1, purple is 9, blue is 1, purple is 9, blue is 1, purple is 9, purple is 9, blue is 1, purple is 9. These now sum to 7. They're not 1, 6. They could be 2, 5, 3, 4. I'm not sure what to do with that. There's no 8 there. Am I going to keep marking these, or do I get rid of the circles? I think I get rid of the circles. Chaos construction breaks my brain. So where's 1 in blue now? Can't put 1 in any of those. Can't put 1 there. Can't put 1 there. That's the 1. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This can't be grey. So it could be blue. It's light green, blue, or dark green. So where have I got my 1s and 9s? Where is 9 in row 2? Can't be in any of those. Can't be there. Can't be in either of those. 9 is in one of those two. I've got 9 in row 3, 9 in row 4, 9 in row 5, 9 in row 6. So 9 in row 7 is not in any of those. It's not there. It's not there. It's not there. It's in one of those two. So I've got an X-wing on 9s. What about 1s? 1 in this row is not there. It's not there. It's here, here, or here. 1 in this row, therefore, is in one of those three. Got 1, and therefore 1 is in one of those three. But there's a sandwich here. This can't be a 1 because there's a 12 sandwich. That's not a 1. And if this was a 1, I'd have to do 12 in 5. That's a 1. That's cool. So that means this is the border. And that surely means that this has to be dark green because it's the only thing that could fill that. Yeah, I don't have more regions to play with. I've already got my 9 regions and grey can't take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it literally, oh yeah, everything in the sandwich has to be the same region. What am I talking about? These are dark green. Now I still need 3 dark green over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The only thing that can take that is dark green. These are both, one of those is a 9. So orange can't take both of them, but orange has to come out through one of them. What color is that? What color can that be? It can't be grey. If this was dark green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I couldn't put 3 in this column. It can't be dark green. If it was blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, blue wouldn't have a 1. This must be light green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the only way to connect it up. And that completes light green. So this now isn't the 1. This is the 1, meaning this is a 9. This isn't a 1. This is a 1. This isn't a 9. This is a 9, which means this isn't orange. So the only way orange can get out now is through there. This can't be blue. So what color is this? It can't be blue because that would trap in orange. Nothing else can get to it. So this is dark green. These are not yellow because yellow has its 1 or 9. So yellow has to grow. So without taking these cells, yellow cannot enter those cells. So yellow has to grow to here, to here, to here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It still must grow 8. It can't take a 1, 9, and that's the extent of yellow. This puzzle is insane. I know what those 2 cells are. Those are 2 and 6 because 1, 2, 6, 9 have to be those 2 cells. So these are 2 and 6. But these now must be blue, mustn't they? Well, hang on. Grey has to grow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This must be grey. And now where does grey get its 1? It can't get a 1 there, it can't get a 1 there, it can't get a 1 there, it can't get a 1 there. That's a grey 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the extent of grey. The only thing that can take this is green. And green must have 3 cells in this column. And therefore they must be 6, 8, 9, but I don't know which cell. It must take that one. Because it's either taking those 2 or those 2. It must take this one. Because it can't take those 2 because then how is this connected up? It must take that cell and then it takes one of those 2. But orange must continue to grow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Orange must continue to grow. The only thing that can take these now is blue. Because green has only got 1 more cell to take. Orange, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 has only got 2 more to take. So these are blue. This is blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So blue can't get there. Neither can orange. That is dark green. And that is the extent of dark green. Orange is now the only thing that can take that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That must be orange to get orange to its limit. That must be blue to get blue to its limit. And I've now discovered the regions. And I can draw in all the borders. That is the regions. So now we've just got an irregular sandwich Sudoku. This puzzle blows my mind. The 2 and the 6 look up, making that the 8 and that the 6. The 8 comes out of there. So what clues are done? The 17 is done. The 23 will be done as soon as I put 6 and 8 into there, because the only way to do 23 is 6, 8, 9. I'm not going to explain basic concepts in this puzzle. I figure everyone who's got this far in the pack understands basic concepts. I don't. The 14 is done. The 12 is done. The 16 is not done. The 29 is done. The 27 is done. Okay, so we've got a lot more to do. We've got 23. How did I get this 6, 8? Oh, that's the 23. The 23 here is done. Sorry, I was thinking this is a sandwich, but it's not. These sum to 12. Well, the minimum is 2, 3, 4, which is 9. I've got some options, I think. Well, if these sum to 12, I have 12 plus 23, which is 35. So these have to sum to 9. They're not 1, 8. They could be 2, 7. They can't be 3, 6. They could be 4, 5. Oh, they can't be 2, 7 because of the 2, 6. These are 4, 5. So these are 1, 2, 3, 7. And 2, 3, 7 sums to 12. Those are 2, 3, 7. So there's no 3 or 7 there. Four, 5 looks down saying that's not 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 3 or 7. But that means the 12 clue is now done. I'd also like to say, how do you make a puzzle like this? Like, it just blows my mind that you can make a thing like this. These have to sum to 7. These digits here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are 2, 3, 4. If this is 2, these would need to sum to 14. Well, you couldn't use 9, 5. You couldn't use 8, 6. This can't be a 2. So there's no 2 in this sum at all. Because if I put a 2 in here, I'd need to use 2 and 2 digits summing to 14, and I don't have a 9 or a 6 available. So there's a 2 up here, and there's no 2 here. Can that be a 2 is in one of those two. Can that be a 2? I don't see why not. Do I have anything in this row? I don't know. But I must use a 3 or a 4 in here, mustn't I? If I don't use a 3 or a 4 in here, so there's a 2 up here with a 3 or a 4. If I don't use a 3 or a 4 in here, then it would be 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7 is 18, and I'm only needing for 16. So there is a 3 or a 4 in here. So there's no 3, 4 down here. And it's 3 and 2 digits that sum to 13. Yeah, I'm not seeing a problem there. Or it's 4 and 2 digits that sum to 12. But if there's no 2 there, this isn't a 5. I need something else. Okay, let's look for some more Sudoku. Please, something. I've done the 1s and 9s. Is there anything more I can do? 6 is in one of... Where's 6 Yeah, where's 6 in grey? I can't put 6 in here because it'd need to be 6, 1. 6 is looking down. That's a 6, which means that's an 8 and that's a 6. Which means that's not 6. Sorry, I took the wrong thing out. That's not 6 and that's not 8. I know what these two digits are because this is a 2, 4. Because similarly, those 4 digits have to go in those cells. So this is 2, 4. Which gives me a virtual 2, 4 pair because this is either 2, 5 or 3, 4. So these can't be 2 or 4. So they can't be 1, they can't be 2, they can be 3, they can't be 4, 5, 6, 7, they can't be 8 or 9. And the 2, 3, 7 is looking down saying there's no 3 or 7 here. So this is only 5 or 6. There's no 6 there. This is not helping me. These are 4, 5, 6, 8. 6 must be in one of those 3. I can't put 2 in any of those. The 2 is looking down, taking 2 out of all of those. That's the 2, so this is the 5. Taking 5 out of there. And now these, which need to sum... This is a 16 sum. So 16, these need to sum to 11. They're not 9, 2, they're not 8, 3. These are 7, 4, because they're not 6, 5, which means that's a 3, looking down, making that the 7, which makes that the 8. The 4, 7 looks up, making this a 2, 3. The 2, 3 looks down, making that the 4, making that the 5 and that the 4. The 5 looks back, making that the 7 and that the 5. The 7 says this isn't a 7, this isn't a 7. Something else. The 5 says this isn't a 5. This is 2, 3, or 8. This is 3 or 8 because it can't be a 2, meaning that's the 2. This is not the 2. Sorry, that feels like a huge win. The 5 makes that the 6. So these are 4, 5, and 8 for the column. Three comes out of here, 5 comes out of here, and 6 comes out of here. That's a 7, and I can take 7 out of all of those. The 7 looks back, making that the 4 and that the 7. The 4 looks back, making that the 2 and that the 4. Five comes out of there, 5 comes out of there. The 6 makes that the 3, which makes that the 8, which makes that the 3. There's no 3, 8 here. There's no 3, 8 here. Ooh, this puzzle. It's brilliant, but it's hard. There's no 8 here. So where's 8? Ah, and the 7 comes out of all of those. The 8 comes out of here. 8 is in one of those two. These are 3, 4, 5. The 4 comes out of here. 4 is in one of those two. Four's not in any of those. I don't think that's it. Six is in one of those two by Sudoku. Because of the two 6s looking up. Oh, try this one on for size. Where's 6 in this region? It can't be in any of those. So 6 in this region is in one of those two because that 6 is not there. And now I've got two 6s allocated in those two columns to those two rows. So that can't be a 6, or both of those would have to be a 6. That's a 5, that's a 6, making that a 2 and that a 6. In here, there must be these are 3, 4, 5, and 8. There's no 4 or 8 there. So that's a 3, 5 pair. So what's this triple? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no 6 there. 2 or 7. The 3 makes that the 7. So in here, I need to put a 3 somewhere in this region, and that 3 says not there. So that's a 3. So this is 4 or 5, and the 4 is looking down, making that the 5. So this becomes 4, 8, making that the 5, making that the 3, making that the 4. Up here now, I've got a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are 2 and 5. And the 5 makes that the 2 and that the 5. The 2 looks across saying that's not the 2, but makes that the 3, that the 2. The 3 looks back making that the 7 and that the 3. The 7 looks back making that the 6. This is not the 6. The 2, 7 pair. But the 3 makes that the 5, taking 5 out of both of those. There is a 3 in one of those two. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There's no 7 there. There's no 6 there either. That's the 8. The 6 can't be at the top, so we've got 7 and 6. This is a 2, 3 pair now for the top row, making that the 7, which makes that the 2. This row, 1, 2, 3, is missing its 4, saying that's not the 4. These, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. The 5 is looking up, making that the 8 and that the 5. The 8 looks down, saying that's not the 8. So this column is missing 2, 3, 4, and there's a 2, 3. So that's a 4, that's a 3, that's an 8. The 4 is looking across, making that the 8 and that the 4. This region, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's a 7, but the 3 is looking up, making that the 2, that the 3, and that is the solution to Bread and Pie by Myxo. Now, I fully acknowledge I have solved this puzzle before. Thank you, Full Deck, for everything you did to help me discover some of these secrets. So, hopefully that was a fully logical path through this puzzle for you. I really hope this was good. Now, this is the final puzzle for me to record for this series, and I really hope that you've enjoyed it. This will also be the last puzzle that goes up for you to see. I really hope you've enjoyed the pack. I'm really, now this pack will have been posted for free on my Patreon. Anyone who is a free member of my Patreon will be able to comment there. And of course, you'll be able to comment on all of the videos. I really, please leave comments on the videos or on the Patreon post. That is how the people who created these puzzles can get their feedback. We are already working on a new pack. It will be much smaller than this one. From now on in, I'm going to try and curate the packs and keep them small. And I'm going to lock off the contributions. If we get too many, we will just do another pack. We will do, like, if we get too many contributions, we will just break the pack into multiple packs, and we will keep the flow going more regularly if we have to. Thank you everyone for watching. If you're interested in contributing to any of these packs or anything, please reach out to me via email or Discord. All of my contact details are listed on the channel. We do create these through Skunkworks, but I'm happy to do the curation for you, or reach out and get someone who's involved with the team to work with you as a facilitator. I'm happy to make all of that happen how we can. The important thing is we get to bring you puzzles for free. We don't charge you a couple of bucks a month. You may, if you're a paid member of mine, get a preview to some of these, but I'm not doing that for this pack. This will come out for everyone at the same time, and that is always going to be my plan. So that's just the way we do it. Puzzles like this should be free, is my opinion, because I'm not creating them. If I was creating them, maybe I might do paid previews, but they will all, anything I create will come out for free, and anything that I'm not creating, I have no right to sell. That is just my perspective. Yeah, it's just the way it works. Thank you everyone for watching. I really hope you enjoy these puzzles. Some of them are some of the best things I've ever seen. The people who make these are just absolutely brilliant. And I'm in there too. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm just filled with joy to finally get this done. This has been literally probably about 400 hours work for me. Thanks everyone. And as always, good luck with your solving.